Now, our national motto is a pluribus unum, if you'll forgive my French. Out of many, one. The purpose of critical theory is exactly the opposite of our national motto. Out of one, many. Or, in other words, divide and conquer. Divide et vince. There is, I believe even now, there's still too much unity in America for it to be conquered in a frontal assault. Critical theory is designed to break people up into smaller groups and then goad them into going to war with one another. It is perfectly satanic. They try to divide people by race, by gender, by political views, social views, religion, boxers or briefs, I don't know. Whatever they can do to divide people and to get them at odds with one another, they try that. And they do this by making everything about power. And they do that by redefining common terms. So now racism is no longer about race. You've probably noticed that. It's about disparity of power. And this is not real power and authority, but only perceived disparity of power, defined by the Marxist elites who want to start a revolution. Now, one problem with power politics is that it all leads to the same result. So let's imagine two people. One is the oppressor and one is the oppressed. This is kind of the language of critical theory. One is the oppressor, one is the oppressed. Now, even if neither one is really an oppressor, it's easy. One will feel oppressed or slighted in some way and will be encouraged by the critical theory people to play the game. Now, the rules of the game are simple. The person who is oppressed gets to oppress the oppressor. So let's say he slaps him in the face. Now, the former oppressed person is now the oppressor because he just slapped the other guy in the face. And the former oppressor is now the oppressed because he just got slapped in the face. So now the new oppressed person gets to do the same thing. So he slaps the guy back. Now, this could go on like this for some time, but more likely, the more times that one is oppressed, the more angry he gets, and he starts to hit harder. And the next thing you know, you have... Name that game. Rock'em Sock'em Robots, yes. Any idea where this ends? This game ends up?
Knock the block off.
Well, you knock his block off, but... If you're playing with plastic toys, yeah. But in real life, where does this end up? Disaster? Murder, yeah. My first thought would be something a bit more war. But more likely something like this, yeah. So this critical theory game, it leads to murder. That's why I use this picture. It leads to murder. And I think that's the intent. If people are fighting each other, then either they weaken each other enough that the Bolsheviks can come in and conquer them both and seize power, or else they come in as the heroes, promising stability and order, but they get a bit too stable and a bit too ordered, and you get tyranny. So that's how critical theory kind of fits in here.